This is the series where I give you the best Rocket League Pro settings, and if this video helps you, give this a video a thumbs up and comment down below what pro I should do next. So I'll be showing you OSKI settings in this video, and starting off with the gameplay, these aren't actually his settings, these are my settings. And I would recommend just looking at these, see what's different to normal and just give them a try really. But his settings for the camera, he's got field of view at 110, camera shake off obviously. Distance, he's got this at 270. He's got his height at 100, his angle at -3, his stiffness at 0.35, his swivel speed at 7, and his transition speed at 1.5. And I couldn't get the demo transition time or inverted swivel, so I've left these default. So I do recommend you give inverted swivel a try. I personally use it, and if you do a lot of long air dribbles or flip resets, I would recommend you use inverted swivel, but I'll leave it off for now. So all of these are really good settings. The height and angle being at 100 and -3 really means the camera's more in line with your car and ball. This helps a lot for freestyle, and it also helps a lot for ground plays like flicks, dribbling, and just ground freestyle in general. The distance at 270 means you've got a much wider view of the whole field and you're playing comp and you can see a lot more. And stiffness 0.35, this is quite low, but the lower the stiffness, the more the camera moves away from your car. So this might act more like 290 distance with this stiffness, when if your stiffness was more towards 1, it would be really locked into place and the camera just wouldn't really move that much. So it's more personal preference, as camera settings are all personal preference. And these bottom two don't really matter too much, just leave them at that. So he uses cross deadzone shape, and he uses power slide on square. He doesn't have aero binded, so clear this binding. And he uses aero left on square, and he uses aero right on L1. Then he actually uses boost on R1 or RB if you're on Xbox. Then he uses jump on X, ball cam on triangle, and brake and throttle on L2 and R2. This is kind of a lot of people say you have to put boost on R1. You really don't have to. But obviously this works well for him, but I would recommend just keep it default. Don't bother changing all these settings. It's a lot easier to have aero left on L1 and aero right on R1. I don't think this is necessary, but this is his settings and I obviously won't change that. So his sensitivities, he's got both of these at 1.5. The lower down the sensitivities, the better for air dribbling, and the higher the sensitivities, the better it is for flip resets and musty flicks. Then the controller dead zone, he's got this at 0.08, and he's got the dodge dead zone at 0.75. These are really good settings. I would always recommend these, and this is actually very close to what I use, so I really like these settings. But that is all of his settings, and if you found this helpful, give us a like, and also comment down what pro I should do next, and I'll get into my settings now. So now for the interface settings. I've shown you the camera and control settings. All of those are the pros players settings, but from interface onwards it's my settings, and it's ones that I think are the best settings, as I couldn't find any details or anything online to get these pro settings from interface onwards. But carry on with the video because there's a few important settings in these. So the first important setting I would change is the nameplate scale. It's originally at 100%, but I think it's pretty important for you to put it up to 120%. I actually got this off watching Rizzo's video, and he said that he puts it up to 120%, and I do feel like it actually makes a difference in comp. It makes you see your opponents easier. It's just all around better for comp in my opinion. So I would give it a go putting it up to 120%, as I feel like it actually does make a difference. Nameplate modes, default, match notifications, I think it has all when you start the game. So if you're new to the game, I would put this up on time updates only. It does make the screen a lot less cluttered, and it's just a lot better in my opinion for just playing in general. It makes the experience a lot better. And I think this is turned on originally. If you're new to the game, make sure to turn that off. And team colored boost meter, if you've seen people play on like TikTok or YouTube or stuff like that, some of the time their boost meter is a bit different colour. A lot of people ask me, why is it that colour, or how do you make it that colour? And I see a lot of comments on other people's videos saying, how is it that colour? And that's because this is normally turned off and you want to turn that on. I feel like that actually makes the game look a lot better in my opinion. So make sure to turn that on, as that actually does make the game look really cool. And everything else in here is just default. So now on video settings, everything's on performance. Having everything on performance does make it look a lot better in my opinion. You might see some of the pros have like high quality, performance, quality or whatever. But I feel like most of the time, if anyone's got those settings on, it's to make their game look better for you to watch it, if you know what I mean. So when they're playing by themselves, they might have everything on performance, but when they're recording their videos or they're live streaming, they have it on quality to make their game just look better for the audience. So I feel like just keep it on performance. If your computer's really good, maybe change a few settings to see what you can get away with. But I feel like it's more important for your game to run smoothly than look better. So make sure to keep it the basic settings, and after you've kind of got your PC working well, then make the settings a bit higher up. And obviously this is high quality, otherwise your game is just going to look rubbish. Now I'd have master volume up and I'd have gameplay volume up. I don't really see any point of having these ones on as well. But I'm just a player that just plays without audio. I mainly do freestyle, so I don't think it's necessary to have audio. But for comp, it's actually pretty important to have audio on, so make sure your master volume stays up. Actually, I'll leave it here for now for you. Actually, no, I won't, psych. But there's nothing else in this settings that are not default. So now for chat, I would also change this to teammates only a lot of the time, as there's not actually any point speaking to the other team really, and it just makes everything get toxic. So just keep it on teammates only, and everything's just default here. Nothing's different at all except from these two up here. These are different. And now for the quick chat, this is my quick chat, but it doesn't really matter too much. Just do whatever you want. I never use quick chat, but this is my ones if you're wondering. And now I'm going to show you a few of my presets. I actually think that the preset on your card does actually matter and depends how you play. For example, if I'm playing with one like this, I might not play as well as if I play with this one. So I've just got a few paint finishes for you to try. I always play better with metallic pearl or exo. I don't know why, but I just always play better with exo or metallic pearl. So I'd give it a go. And if you pick metallic pearl or exo, I'd always pick black as the secondary, and also pick quite a dark colour for the primary. I just always play a lot better like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's placebo or what it is, but I would give it a go yourself. Then for the boost, I always use black standard. I always think black standard's the best, just in general play. I mean, obviously, I feel like if you had one like this, you just wouldn't play as well. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I would give it a go yourself and try it out. Then also for the trail, I always find myself playing better with just a normal classic black. Or you can use light speed black as well. That one looks pretty good. So I think just the more basic your car is, the better your play. I really do think that. So I'd just mess around with these different decals and stuff as well, and see what you best play with, and just give it a go. And that's everything for this video. So make sure to sub, as I'm trying to hit 10k subs, and it's going to help me a lot if you sub, as every sub matters. Hit the like button, as I'm trying to hit 40 likes in this video. And also YouTube recommended you one of these videos, so make sure you go and watch those videos.